I finally got this hair under control. Yeah, you can tell. See, look at my brush. I was using this brush. See, oh, you see it now? It's how long it's gotten. Okay. All right. So I have my hair, oh, so ghetto comb. The reason why I said because some of the bristles are coming off of some. They call me brush. Excuse me. Anyway, got it under control. Got it under control. Okay. Good. That's all. Good. All right. All right. Now, trying again. Nope. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Oop, nope. Nope. Here we go. I just found out there's a racial problem going on, and I found out from J Miller, Speak Out. Um, First when I saw, and I'm gonna have to subscribe to because he has some good videos. Sometimes I always agree with some of the things, but he has some good videos lately. And I was shocked. There's a man of African American descent. Now I had to disagree with what he said about his wife. His wife does not look all that white. Okay. She can pass for a dark haired white woman, maybe Italian or something. But they say she's Native American. She's part Native American, part white. Okay, so once the white neighbors know that, I think they'll leave him alone because I mean, dang, she not out there saying I'm white. You know what I'm saying? She don't look like no Rachel Dolezal. You know, Rachel Dolezal, who's trying to pass she was part black, is actually mixing Native American and white. She can pass for a pure white woman. Okay. I'm glad her parents said that besides they had their white ethnicities in their background, they mentioned they had Native American roots. So anyway, going back to the situation, remember I mentioned the man of African American who camera skin with braids. His he has been racially harassed. They had recently bought a little small black and white cow, and the white neighbors next door falsely accused him as that he sold this cow. And this happened in Clear Lake, not Texas, Clear Lake, California. I ain't know they have Clear Lake, California. I'm from Houston, so it's a Clear Lake, Texas. Right there by Friendswood, you know what I'm saying? But this is Clear Lake, California, the rural area of California. And that's something we normally don't see. We always see LA, Bay Area, and everything, San Jose, San Diego. We never see the rural area of California. That's just burnings of the, of what's it called, fire or rainforests burning up or something like that. Flames. That's the only time we see a rural part of California. So they live in a rural part of California, and they live, like I said, and it's small. It's mostly white in that area, and the white neighbors next door who accused the man of African American descent of stealing their cow and then harassing the neighbor. Well, actually, their nephew, because they videotaped. The nephew had called nigger, you ain't nothing. Okay, that's what he said to his brother. Okay, their white nephew had said this. Okay, to the African American descendant neighbor. And and they have the Ku Klux Klan or white supremacists came to this man's house and threatened the family, him and his wife and his mixed race children. Actually, he looked a little mixed race himself. He's camera myself, you know what I'm saying? But still, he identifies himself as black. One drop, whatever rule. It's not even a rule no more. But people still go by that the ideology of that. The ideology of that. But anyway, so that's why there has been racial tension in that town because of that. Besides wife looking like close to a dark hair, she looked very native. I thought she was Mexican or light skinned, so something, but no, she's Native American and white. And the kids look like they have white, you know what I'm saying? They want to have light eyes with everything. They've been harassing the kids, calling them parasites and everything. They call the brother a parasite and everything else. Um, the neighbor, the white woman who was making all the fuss about this cow, her husband, she said in Texas we hang cow thieves. That's a threat right there. Okay. Um, I never lived in rural part. I've been to rural part of Texas. I have family in rural part of Texas. But there's a threat right there. When you said in Texas we hang that right there, we're thinking of lynching. Okay. Your son had threatened to do something to the kids. Then no one has not been arrested. That's a terrorist threat. When you threaten someone else's kids, that to do some child abuse act towards a child, and also that's a threat. Okay, you know you gonna hang whatever. Even your nephew. Your nephew should have been arrested since he was on bail making these threats. That is a hate crime. You racial harassment. That should be a HUD issue right there. You know what I'm saying? You know they're not in public housing or in Section A. That if you're threatening a neighbor, that's against that's against that's a HUD a fair housing issue right there. So and it's on camera. No one has not been arrested. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all making all these threats and saying all this stuff towards this brother because you think this woman. I mean, y'all looking at her, she's not all that white looking. Okay, like I say, if it was Rachel Dolezal, who's a Native American, I can understand. But these white folks into Jay Miller, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a lot of quote white identified folks. Besides, they have some have some secret black blood in them too. Had Native American ancestry, and then the blood quantum they're classified as white. But if a true white supremacist would never accept them because they're not pure white. They have to be 100% Caucasian, okay? Or fake it and make sure they don't find out, okay? Because I know somebody, one of my classmates, who if you saw this dude, you think he's a pure white dude because he has blonde hair, blue eyed, pale skin. But the man now, because we was in high school choir together, his family is mixed with Native American, white, and Mexican. They're very Pentecostal, but yes, WASP, conservative family, and his uncle was part of the KKK, and the family disowned his uncle because he did not like blacks. He did not know that it was also against people of color who are not black as well. And when they found out that his uncle was mixed of Mexican and also Native American, the uncle was killed. They went on the internet and found out this young man told me. Okay, when I was in the choir, I said, "What? Yeah." The uncle joined the KKK because he didn't like black folks. But they forget, and it's so stupid because I knew a girl who was part Mexican, part white. Her mother was half white, half Mexican. Her father was Hungarian, and I think he was born here, and his family was from Hungary. And this dude has KKK tattoo, and he don't mind her hang because she's part Mexican, but he don't like it. For example, she was bisexual. This was when I was in job corps. She's bisexual. She's also devil worshiper. Okay, and witchcraft girl. Okay, and I did not know this dude who's have curly hair, and he never told me he was part black. He was Mexican. He's Mexican, but he also part black. So I was shocked because I seen curly hair. Well, because Mexicans men are mixed with Afro mestizo, so I don't want to admit that they're mestizo, Spanish and Indian, but they're American, but they're also just African as well. So this was, I've been around Mexican people a lot, so seeing someone with curly hair who's Mexican ain't nothing no shock. Okay, this not a shock to me. Okay, so this dude was part Mexican, looked like curly hair Mexican dude, but he was part African American, not Afro. I'm not talking about Afro mestizo Mexican 910 when I be shot there, but one of his parents, I think his dad is Mexican. No, his dad's African American. Okay, so when she told me that she was afraid her father would not accept it, so she went in details. Like she said, when she had black friends that came to her house, he would harass them. And when she told me that her dad is not part of the KKK, but he has KKK on his tattoo on his stomach, I said, excuse me. This dude's uneducated. Don't he know that KKK are against Mexican because they're not fully white too? They're mixed with Native American and all that, and also mixed with black as well. They don't want to mention that as well. Many of them are. Due to the African slave trade coming to Mexico, and especially the entry of Veracruz. Okay, so I mean the Scots are the racial caste system. They had different categories because they were mixing a lot with the African and Native American and Spanish people there in Mexico. So they had to create a caste system. So how much white blood you had in that caste system, had some type of civil rights, but you wasn't free like the Spanish people that was there, the Creoles, not French Creole like I mix with. The Spanish Creole folks who were born in born in Mexico, who was pure Spaniard, and those who on top was those who were born in Spain. Second class was the Creoles, and then lay on the mixed race people, and at the bottom was those who are pure African and pure indigenous. So I mean, I know my history a lot about this, so I'm not going to go into different, but I'm saying some of these white people who just hate black folks, stupid and dumb. They was, they would accept other ethnicities, other races who are not black, who are not white, okay? But they forget the whole white supremacy. They don't like people of color, period. Whether they're Latino, whether they're black, whether they're Native American, whether they're Asian, okay? So, so you to sit there and say J Miller speak out that they accept her, like really, they're gonna accept her because the many times the KK went against Native Americans as well. Okay, they don't like. I mean, for example, I just did a story about white supremacists in South Dakota. Well, a couple white men was drunk at the Rapid City in South Dakota. What's that stadium called? I think it's Rushmore Stadium, whatever it's called, where they poured beer on the American kids who was attending the hockey game there. They called them racial slurs, and they told them to go back to the reservation. Okay, and as a person who, I'm not with the one drop rule and blood quarter, I do admit I don't care what the white. One thing I get tired, folks in our community start letting white folks dictate who they are. I'm gonna tell you, well, white folks he ass niggas, so we call us. No, you don't let the enemy. You don't let. I'm not saying white folks. I'm talking about the white race people are. You don't let the oppressor dictate your doggone life. I don't care if they are the rules of the United States. Still, you don't ever let someone make you inferior by calling yourself a nigger and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying being black is fair. No, but black is not fair. But the idea that one job rule was made for inferior complexes, so anybody that had any job black in them to be oppressed by having black blood in them. If they look like a white person, you know what I'm saying? So that's the whole ideology. It was not a black nationalist ideology. Black nationalists took it as for their racist ideology, yeah. But it was silly because none of the folks in the local black nationalist movements, like the Nation Islam and even Human Unions, lighter than me. In the Black Panther, they don't look pure black. Men are they're dark skinned supposed to do, but it's even some, in between. You had dark skinned folks with straight hair. Naturally, I ain't talking about perm, whatever. I'm talking about hot comb. I'm talking about naturally. You know what I'm saying? They're different curly. So my point is, none of them folks look like pure Mother Africa. You know what I'm saying? I don't look pure. I mean, this is a perm, but my complexion is not represented pure Mother Black Africa. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It is a admixture. Okay. This brother that we're talking about that's in that town does not even look pure black, okay? He don't even look like Wesley Snipes or Akon, okay? Akon is 9-10, well, he is a full-blown African, he's from Africa, okay? So, my question is, it's a hypocrisy to hate race mixing if you in these groups, but you mix yourself. You get my point? My point is, you don't let white supremacists tell you how to identify yourself, tell you how to live and all the other stuff. You might as well go ahead and be a slave. Be on that plantation, pick that cotton, or be a house slave, whatever. Because I always tell people, I'm neither the field slave or the house slave. I'm the free man of color. I'm the wrong race slave, okay? Y'all can have that oppression. I'm going to do all I can to get out of the oppression. I'm going to fight for my rights. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, I tell people, you are silly to let white supremacists tell you how to identify yourself. So that's the reason why I'm making this video of it. It's sad that we allow them to dictate, and just because they the rulers of society, it's not even their country, okay? It's our country by us having Native American ancestry. You know what I'm saying? You still let them dictate. So just because a white person say, are they God or something? No, they're not, okay? So I always tell people, the white folks who do not accept my multiracial background, because I know the ideology of it, they're racist behind closed doors. I don't have no racial coalition or integration with them type of folks, okay? I hang around people who accept me for who I am. They can't accept it. Bye. See you later, okay? So, point is, about her being Native American and white looking, I'm serious. I don't know what your perception of white is. I'm sorry. I don't believe Hitler's ideology, but he was correct that the true Aryan look of white people, well, even though he was not blonde hair and blue eye, was blonde hair and blue eye. Okay, even though he was a hypocrite for saying that because he was mixed with Jewish and some African DNA in him as well. He, you know what I'm saying? That's he hated himself. That's why he hated the Jews as well. He had Jewish ancestry, should I say, and African ancestry. Now, they did DNA tests on his family relatives. That's how they found out. Even though DNA is a host, sometimes it tells some truth in it. Okay, so that's the reason why that he made the Nazi party and all this other stuff. So that woman does not look like a pure white woman. I was asking like, what the heck she is? Because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I thought she was half black or something. You know, like a high yellow sister. You know what I'm saying? They can, you know, the Creole sister. You know what I'm saying? I mix the Creole and well, but you have Creole sisters that look like her. Okay, so point is, you know, she's part white and part Native American. They're not going to accept her. A true white supremacist would never accept that. I never forget that there were on Jerry Springer, the coolest claims on there, and they had two sets, one from Kentucky and one from Louisiana, and this white woman who was part of KKK was being stupid. Her child was half Cherokee. So everybody was like, what the heck are you doing in the Ku Klux Klan? And so their clan in the Kentucky, they told Jerry Springer that of course the child would never be accepted in the Ku Klux Klan, but their parent can be. Which makes sense because you did have Ku Klux Klan folks who did behind closed doors only rape black women after Jim Crow, doing Jim Crow, but we had the relationships with black women behind, I mean, first Storm, whatever his name, y'all know what I'm talking about, the senator in South Carolina, he had a half black daughter, I mean, doggone, you know what I'm saying? So that makes sense. But the white woman told Jerry Springer, this is a couple of years, like back in the 90s or probably early 2000s when they had Ku Klux Klan rampant on that show. She told Jerry Springer, she said, excuse me, I'm from the country, I'm from Louisiana, and she said that we don't accept people who have mixed race children in our, you know, even though they're white and they're pure white, she has a half Cherokee child, and her name American child, he's not fully white. We cannot accept that. That's different because the Klan and they have their own rules. The Klan and you know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. But point is, if that child, which is now he's adult now, okay, say I want to deny my Cherokee roots, I'm going to join the white supremacists. They're not going to accept him. They're not going to accept him because their white blood is tainted. You know what I'm saying? Although the mother, of course, they don't like what the mother did. So that was a non-white man. Still, they're not going to accept that. So I mean, and like I said about my friend, who looks like a pure white dude, but he's mixed with Mexican and American. I accept him as a multiracial brother. Okay, his uncle was killed for not having full-blown white ancestry. And he lied and said so he can join the so he hated black folks. But once again, they don't like, they do not like people of color regardless. And yeah, there are a bunch of white folks, well, they're not pure white, who are listed as white with Native American ancestry because they have blood quantum, and I'm going to explain the reason why they had a blood quantum. Okay, I'm not trying to go against what, you know what I'm saying. I say I educate people because as a person with multiracial background who acknowledge it, who embrace it, who identify it, I have to read about my history, about how the government false identified multiracial people. Besides the one drop rule, the blood quantum was used because a lot of Native American folks were mixing with white folks. The government did not like that. So what they did was, if a Native American person, and this going blows with black folks, either one drop rule with black folks too, because black Native American people couldn't be identified as Native American. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, they mainly would target those who mix with white. Okay, so anytime a Native American person marries outside of the Native American race, especially a white person, and their children keep mixing with white people, that child will be no longer Native American because they was trying to stop them since they was giving them reparations, you know, the checks, because what the time they had casinos at that time. What it is, I don't know, sure. But all the benefits of being Native American due to what happened, genocide and everything else. So did that child keep mixing with non-Native American people, white folks in particular, okay, they will no longer be Native American. They will not have the benefits of being Native American. They will not have a check. They will not go to school for free. You know what I'm saying? Scholarships, and, you know, they will lose their membership, okay, of the tribe. So they did that to break the family up so they can stop them from mixing with white folks. What the mixed race Native American white folks who I know they acknowledge it but don't acknowledge it on paper. The reason why they was accepted to the white community and they did not, they sometimes even kept it a secret sometimes, or they would go along with the white identity because they had more privilege as a white person. Of course, I always tell people in this situation, and there's no not to offend anybody. If I'm mixed with white Native American, but I don't look white, okay, I look more black. I'm mixed with black as well. But let's say I didn't have no black blood in me, okay, and I looked at more white, okay, and I was mixed with Native American white. At that time, especially when white was right, you would think, well, I'd rather have a mansion, a better place to live, a better income. As a white person, I better go ahead and pass as white since I'm legally able to do that, and live on a doggone reservation. Where the community, I'm not saying there are good, polished neighborhoods in the American Reservation. Not whole reservation. I've seen some of the American communities do not look like TPs and everything else. But in their mindset, they're thinking, oh, they live in poverty as an American. They might get a check, but they're not living like how these white folks live over here. So, I'm going to go ahead and pass, which the government's allowed me to pass, and I'm legal as white. So I'm going to go, saying, ain't going to bother me. I might mention I got an American blood, but it don't matter no more. I'm white now. Get my point? That's exactly as many folks who are mixed with American white think. They love the fact that they're, and I'm saying all of them, because I met people who are Native American white who do acknowledge their Native American, and they do want to be acknowledged as Native American and white. They don't want to be considered as classified as pure white. They are tired of that stigma throwing, because the one drop rule, they're tired of, for example, folks like myself, they're tired of that. We want to embrace who we really are, not by what society wants us to deny who we are for their stupid agenda, okay? So, but there are folks who I met will say, oh, I got white, I got Native American, oh, no, man, I'm still white. That's contrary because to all to be white, you have to be 100% white. Being mixed with something else that's not white does not make you pure white. That's, without that non-white ancestor, you wouldn't be here besides your white ancestor. You get my point? And y'all saw, one ancestor. You forget that one ancestor have other folks before them. So their ancestor is also your ancestor. You get my point? I get tired of when we got one person. No, that one person also have other forebears as well. So with whoever they related to, you related to that other person as well. Let's get the picture straight. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of folks try to limit that so they can try to use a blood quantum ideology, so they don't want to see a multiracial, true multiracial America. They want to see a multiracial. And the mixed race people in the multiracial movement, I met some who try to buy into that one drop rule, not one rule, the blood quantum mess, because they especially they want to go for Eurocentric looking of mixed race people. That's the whole reason why they do it. So I don't buy into it because even a person is dark skinned, if they have mixed background, they still mix. They wouldn't be here if it wasn't for their mixer. So, not to get a big old discussion about that, but it just it makes me upset when people say that, oh, she's white. She's not white. She's mixed. I mean, come on, y'all. Why do y'all want someone to be black or white so bad? One pure, why not acknowledge a person for who they really are and respect that? Okay, I don't understand that. So that's my point is the whole idea is I don't think it's about her being I guess somebody being silly think these folks are white. This woman is white, but like you can tell she's very ethnic. Um I wouldn't it's not about her, it's about that cow. Okay? And what I'm seeing here is that cow must got stolen by somebody else. And it's like, for example, if I get a collie German Shepherd, okay, and because I always want me, because I did have a collie German Shepherd, but let's say I get a pure collie, or a collie, and it looks like a collie that's been mixed with something else, but let's say it's a collie dog, okay, and it's a female like Lassie, you know what I'm saying, and I name her Lassie, okay, but the family next door also had a dog that looked identical just like that, and folks are saying animals can look identical, you know what I'm saying, just mean that the animal looks just like your dog or cat or cow or bird, I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying, you should know that, okay. So animals are very different from other, from humans. Okay, so unless you have twins, okay, you know what I'm saying. So identical twins. So the cow that they are missing look identical, just like the cow that this guy had, and they assuming that he stole it when he didn't. They also fact they don't like the fact that it's a person African American, along with a multiracial family mixed with Native American, that does not is not a full blown white family that lives in that community. Okay, so when it came out, yes, it came out type of N word because they had a preconceived notion about how African American the city people are, especially from all the racism we see in the media, especially from the media also showing the thug hip hop, imagery, especially. I wear braids, but people think that I'm somebody out there because I don't know. I wear braids because I like my hair longer. I don't like short, bald cut and fade stuff. I did not like it. Maybe 10 years ago, I used to hate getting my hair cut. I wore short mini fro, okay, for years. So, point is, and just because he wear braids don't make him a thug, but that's what they see, especially when you see these rap videos and these hip hop videos, because I do blame hip hop, the record industry for doing that, making stereotypes, telling these rappers to act stereotypes, and these rappers silly enough to go along and be the jiggaboos and the coons and the buffoonery on television, being a thug and a savage on television, and throwing up gang signs and stuff that we see today. They've been going on since I was a teenager, and even when I was younger, okay? No offense to NWA, but that's what it got started, okay? With Jerry Keller popping it off on the buffoonery, okay? Jerry Keller, whatever. Okay, anyway, point is, so yeah, so when they got into argument, the white guy who was the white folks, the white neighbor's nephew, start using racial slurs threatening the kids. And one thing, we threaten the family, threaten the kids, that's a terrorist threat. He should have been charged for that. You know what I'm saying? I almost got in trouble for a terrorist, especially with the neighbor here. I can't, Lord forgive me, God forgive me. I've been to reconciliation today. I'm trying to be good because I got to go to church tomorrow, which is actually, it is tomorrow. It's Sunday. And I was got to go to my audition today. Anyway, point is, trying to be good, trying to be good. But the neighbor I had a problem with last year. She be trying to fight, this lady who's older to be my mom, big and all of what. I'm thin, so tried to fight me, harass me, cuss me out. Saying not to go in detail. And when I said that, when she tried to fight me, if I had to get my big knife out my kitchen, so we can't have guns in the apartments, because it's public housing, I'm gonna use it, and I wasn't on my medication. I'm bipolar. I was going to use that knife. And so she got scared and she lied to the police. I harassed her when she and one cussed me out, without me saying anything to her, and tried to fight me when I confronted her. Okay, like I said, she's a big woman. And like I said, I defend myself regardless male or female. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. If you try to fight me, I ain't gonna sit here and just look and get beat up and get all scratched up and everything else. I don't get my hand dirty like that. Okay, so that's when they told me, police said, yes, terrorist threat. I thought that when you go to somebody, harass somebody, and try to stop them or something, they were a threat, a terrorist. But no, it was terrorist threat. And I almost got arrested. Okay, if I didn't pray and everything, did my novena and everything, I mean, Lord knows I would have been arrested. Thank God that He answered my prayers. Okay, so that's the whole reason why. That's the whole reason why that I think that it was wrong for the law enforcement in that community to ignore the fact that this man threatened his family and their kids. Telling me they're gonna bury the kids, and then while the woman here is sitting here saying, "Well, in Texas, we I never lived on a farm, so I'm at a business. My family's farm and everything, but on my dad and mom's side, but I never lived on a farm that long, okay? Yeah, cow things get hung. You were saying it because of lynching of black folks. That's the reason why you said. That's why she said that. I'm talking about this woman here, the white racist woman who said that. I'm not stupid, okay? So now, no, we did not mean to be a racist. I'm not a racist. This is my nephew. Y'all got that nephew, and y'all told we told friends. Yeah, you told your racist friends who white supremacists to go in that man's door. That was trespassing. And I wish the wife and the husband had videotaped these folks coming to their neighborhood, their house on their property, which they could have got shot on property. Yeah, they could because they threatened them. And like I say, self-defense, I wouldn't feel sorry if they got shot. You know what I'm saying? Lord, forgive me what I'm saying, but still, you don't come to nobody's property and try to kill somebody over a cow. Over a cow. But you're doing it over racist stuff. That's what you're doing it for. It's not this cow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just trying to find something to pick on and nag on so you can cause some drama. That's what it is. So that's the reason why, and like I said, I was shocked to hear there's a Clearlake, California. And like I say, Jay Miller was saying that, yeah, that's true. That I heard of rural areas, but we don't hardly, especially here in Texas, we always see the beach in the Bay Area. And I've been to California when I was 9 years old. And I turned 10 up in there, but it was back in August of '89. And I don't forget when my grandmother and my great aunt, my grandmother's sister, we went to go visit relatives on my grandfather's side, her husband's side. and also family and friends that went to school with. Went to Palomino. We stayed in Oakland, went to Oakland, San Francisco, Paloma, and Sacramento. Okay, and trust me, I love. Ooh, Northern California was beautiful. And like I said, I didn't go to Southern, and I was begging. So my grandfather's sister, when she was living, she lived in California. It was 15 years of her dad. I didn't get to see her. I only got to saw her when I was a little boy back in the 1980 or 79. So I wanted to go. I wanted to go to California because I wanted to become a singer at the mall. Like I have my audition tonight. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. And I was telling everybody when I go to California, oh, I'm going to become famous, but that didn't happen. I bet they wanted to do a singing contest or something. And I was back in my grandma's. I said, "Come on, please let me go and sing something." And so I think it was in Oakland or San Francisco, one of those two. So cause I was trying, I want to go. I didn't have to be. I can go homeschool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Become a TV star. You know what I'm saying? That was my dream. So we didn't go. I'm glad we didn't go to Southern California because I didn't know about the black and brown racism there. I know the gang folks, you know what I'm saying? You can't wear red, green, purple, whatever. You can't wear red, blue, you know what I'm saying? You get shot, not over, you know, like, dang, you gotta be butt naked to go to those areas, you know what I'm saying? Even, I heard, even if you wear black, they still think you're a gang member or some video. I'm serious. It's crazy. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going. I'm going to the Beverly Hills or Hollywood. I'm not going no doggone Compton and East LA and South Central and Inglewood. Like, dang, yeah, I can't get y'all act straight down there. And no wonder, I'm sorry, I'm not saying white supremacy's okay. No wonder the white cops target these neighborhoods. They love the fact that minorities, black or brown, infiltrate racial stereotypes. Because it's the idea, besides black men, men of our community, they're trying to put in jail, they're trying to put Hispanic men in jail too. Men of customers is full of jail. I mean, besides the Aryan Brotherhood, they're full of black and Hispanic gang members in the prison gangs and stuff in California. I've done research about this. It's sickening. Instead of these men of color say, leave the gang life alone, leave the racism alone, leave the dope gang alone. Let's build our communities up, come together, and make our communities safe for our kids, our families, our wives, our girlfriends, whatever, our baby mom, whatever. Why not do it instead of trying to fight over a street? A neighborhood that you don't literally own. Yeah, I understand California is part of Mexico. Let's not forget that part of Los Angeles, Afro-Mexican people, along with Native American and Mestizo and Afro-Mestizo folks, because everybody thinks the Spanish founded Los Angeles. That's not true. Now, don't forget that in California, before it became the state, I think the governor, after it became the state, Pio um Pico was Afro Mestizo, okay? He was a governor down there. He was a Mexican man of Afro Mestizo roots. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I also heard that a lot of African American people will flee to California back in the slave days in order to be free. They built towns and everything. So it's sad that we don't teach it in school. And I always say that when black and brown folks fight each other, call each other W word, N word, and everything else, that Pio Pio Pico, excuse me, Pio Pico, who's Afro Mestizo, who's African and Spaniard, named American, who's Mexican, by the way. So he wasn't Afro American, he was just Afro Mexican. Um, he's rolling his grave because his people are acting like fools over something they'll never have. So I don't mean to do, but I'm serious. That's why I'm glad I never went to Southern California. I mean, I understand there's a lot of Blaxicans there, of course. Miguel is singer, R&B singer. His father Mexican American and mother's African American. But I mean, and also like for example, one of the rappers I have associated online. I hope he see my videos. Chemo the Blaxican. Yeah, he's part Mexican, part black. He used to be in a Chicano rap group called Delinquent Habits. Tres Delinquentes. So they said delinquents. Yeah, three delinquents. They used to say the song back in '96, and I remember watching on MTV. I said, finally got some Mexican folks on MTV. They had, you have some Spanish folks like Mariah Carey's part, Sway and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I said, dang, they had some Chicano rappers on there, and I was happy back in '96 to see some diversity, you know what I'm saying? I'm a diversity person, and I ain't got nothing to do with when I listen to the lyrics. He said, one black skin. I said, wait a minute, what? I ain't nothing to do with Mexican black. What? I thought he's some dark skinned Mexican dude. You know what I'm saying? They have some black features or something. No, he's probably Afro Mexican. Excuse me. He's African American and Mexican. Okay, and he was black skin, and he has a record label called Dead Silent Records. And I was trying to be in Dead Silent Records back in 2006, and I remember emailing him. He has the joint clothing, and I was trying to be one of his models and stuff. And I emailed him. I mean, I was jumping back in El Paso Community College. I asked the local, jumping down. I got his email saying that he put me on the spot just in case they have modeling stuff for his clothing line. I mean, because I was with Laura Productions time, and I showed him that I was a true model. I wasn't like no fake or anything. So I was modeling El Paso, Texas, for Laura Productions, and my picture's still over there at lauraproductions.com as a male model. And I was letting him know I was excited. I was like, dang, I was gonna go to I was gonna go to LA, you know, and actually try to model his clothes line. So come to El Paso. That's a trickle town, so they should know who you are. And I remember seeing Kingdom Mexican CDs at FYE, and you know what I'm saying. And I never got a chance to buy them, but I was like, I should have bought one of his CDs. And because he went solo, he left Delinquent Habits, and that's when Delinquent Habits was only two Hispanic guys. And I did not know that he was the only bilingual in that Chicano rap group. Yeah, so I was going to join his record label, but he had some Cholo rappers on his group, and he said his rap. He said I sang good. I gave him a CD of Me Sin Costumbres and a cappella. And my voice goes deeper when I sing in Spanish sometimes. So you know what I'm saying. He said, "Dang, you actually can sing. You should go to a major record label." And the reason why I'm not going subject. I chose not to go with a new record label, no, major record label, because they like the cookie cutter type stuff. You take away your identity, you know what I'm saying, your own personality, your own individual, try to make you be its image, and I refuse to do that. I want to go to an independent label who is accept me for who I am, and who, know I'm gonna market bilingual. I'm not gonna market only R&B because I have one drop black blood. I'm gonna market R&B and pop and Latin music, and since this dude was part Mexican, part black, I said, you know what, that's what I need to fool with. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want to buy saying, well, we don't want to market because you're not mixing up for us. We gonna see yourself as black. You know what I'm saying? All that stereotypical bullcrap. The one thing that I love that Jessica Alba, who's multiracial, who's part Mexican, part white, say she not gonna let them racially typecast her, and I refuse to be racially typecast in the industry. Okay, I refuse to. So that's the reason why I wanted to go with their side of the record. I didn't care if it was not popping. I was going to have it pop. You know what I'm saying? By me being unique and different, I was going to put my face out there and represent this record label. You know what I'm saying? And sell my records and stuff. So that's the reason why I wanted to go to Southern California. And like I said, at least I was going to, hang with somebody who was black and Mexican, not somebody that's Hispanic and racist, or some black person racist. You shouldn't fool when I'm at, I don't want to hear that crap. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nobody calling me yate or calling W words. You shouldn't fool. No. I'm all about unity and all about, uniting all races and diversity. I'm not for that racist crap. And that's why I'm sorry. If I was in California, I would hang with those black and Hispanic families, who interracial families, or mixed with people. If I'm in those areas, I would not fool with someone who's solely black. I'm not trying to know who's not. Well, we're not solely black, but those who identify and who have racist ideology, or someone who's solely Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Someone because there's solely black who not pure black. Someone who's Mexican who have racist toward black folks and. You know what I'm saying? In these games, I don't want to fool with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that negativity. You know what I'm saying? Take that place someplace else. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole reason why I wanted to go with his record label. That's the only time I'll go to California is for the Grammys or for AMA and VMAs. Something that's integrated. I'm sorry to say is even mostly white neighborhoods, like, at least I'm going to deal with racism for someone who actually had the power for it. I'm not saying I don't want to deal with racism for no type of folks, but at least I know, where they stand. Not some person of color who is a victim of racism, who's a hypocrite practicing it, okay? So that's the reason why, and then also too, I would prefer being in Beverly Hills. At least it's more safer there compared to somewhere like South Central, East LA, Compton, where a bunch of minorities fighting each other. I'm serious. I'm just calling it like it is. Even in Texas, seeing that crap, I don't even want to be in those areas. Okay? I'm sorry, I have to carry a pistol or something if I have to be in those areas, because it's sad that people of color cannot come together with their own race or even outside fighting each other about who taking away a little bit jobs that I don't even want. Okay, they're not taking over America. I don't see a bunch of Latinos taking over America, black folks. I'm seeing a bunch of white folks taking over America. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you the truth. I don't want those little Roscoe's and chicken and waffles type job. I don't want that. I'm sorry. I like high paying money. I like if I'm working get low paying money. At least I live in upscale, working in an upscale company, not no doggone nitpick little jobs that ain't gonna help me pay nothing. Okay? Once I finish that paycheck, paying the bills, I'm broke the next day. You know what I'm saying? Or next week. You have to wait for the next 2 weeks or maybe a week or so to get if it's a temporary job or either some department store that pays a week. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very picky about what I want to get paid. I'll take it as a last resort, but I'm sorry. I'm not gonna run by some immigrant, whoever her race is, taking on neatly picked jobs that Martin King fought for, for me to have a high wage job, because back in those days we was forced to have a little servant nitpick little slave wage jobs. I'm sorry. So I'm not whining about that. He'll take that job. Hey, take it. African immigrant, take it. I don't want it. Okay? So I'm American. I'm born here, raised middle class. I expect something better than something that's little pig. I'm serious. I just say it like it is. So I'm sorry I said it, but going back to the story about I hope that this dude get his lawyer to get those people arrested. That's and also sue the police department for not taking legal action on the nephew for making racist slurs and harassing the family and calling them niggers and parasites and all that other stuff. Okay, harassing the kids. You don't pick on people's kids. I don't care what race they are. And as a multiracial person, I'm very upset about that. Okay, and this is sickening that this stuff goes on. And one thing I like about the Native American wife, she stand by her man. She sure is. There's one thing about you look at the history. That's how I came here. Because Native Americans and African Americans, there were some of those who were similar from try to be a slave master. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, no offense to Cherokee tribe and other civilized tribes that was mixed with Choctaw. So yeah, but many of the tribes sometimes pretend to be a slave master so they can keep that black person from going back from a plantation, and they mix with the Native American community. I understand the Buffalo Soldiers killed. I don't condone that either. And I understand that about the Confederate Army. I understand that, but the main part, me and Native Americans and black folks was like this. They stood together. They work each other out. That's why I understand that some our people don't want to claim the white blood because there was some kind of race mixing with doing slavery or whatever. But I mean, I have to be honest. If it's in my blood, I can't deny it. It's part of who I am. Even though it's an ugly history, I'm sure everybody in the whole world has some bad ancestor. Okay, no matter what their race is. Okay, I always say God changes curses into blessings. That's what I'm doing around me. Okay, the book of Deuteronomy says that. So my point is, you know, Native American, see how this Native American woman is part of the American woman is with this brother. She's sticking by his side. She not backing down. She a ride or chick. Do you better not cheat on that woman? I'm telling you. And that's why if you read William Katz, I think, read his books about black Indians and black cowboys, you'll see why Native Americans were always together. You know what I'm saying? With black folks, okay? And that's how my background, that's how I got here. Besides the white Creole, French Creole, and English background that came in my background as well, they was together because they were victims of racism, and they, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I like about the situation, even though there's an ugly situation going on here. That part, Native American woman, she's not backing down. She's sticking up for their brother. Okay? And that's one thing. No wonder I always, um, I even was trying to talk to a Native American woman. You know what I'm saying? She's from the Lakota tribe. Oh, she's fine. I'm sorry. So back in 2004, we met in Washington, D.C. We was both Job Corps students. I was one from El Paso. She's from South Dakota. Everybody thought she was a Mexican. She had her hair dyed blonde. Everybody thought she was a Mexican, but she said she's named pure name American. I never forget these two brothers. One was lighter than me. my shade, they're from Louisiana. And they were both making fun. Well, I mix with Negro because I had told her that, yeah, I mix with, Black, French, Creole, Native American, and English. This Native American sister, I have her on Facebook. I'm afraid because she was involved with some dude. She lived all the way Colorado. I'm serious. If I meet this Native American woman again, face to face, and she not with the dude, she not married, she not. I didn't check her profile. We hooking up. We are hooking up. I'm serious. This Native American woman stood by my side and told them brothers, shut up. Told them, hey, he is part Native American. Leave him alone. It was like an angel from God came down from heaven and stood. I'm serious. So this, I'm serious. I'm serious. If I have her on Facebook, one of my private Facebook accounts, try to say, and I swear I need to communicate with her because I add her on my account. Oh, she beautiful. I'm serious. She not hair black again, her natural hair color. But oh, she beautiful. Oh, I'm serious, man. Man, I ain't going to my name American Wilson in this situation. Ooh, she fine. I'm serious. When she stood by my side that day, on that day we was in Washington D.C. and she told them brothers to stop acting a fool. She didn't say it like that, but she told them like that. You know what I'm saying? They were cooning, defending the one drop rule. The white racist one drop rule in the blood quadrant thing. That Native American told me, yeah, he is part Native American, and she was on my doggone side. Hello, okay? I'm serious. Oh, she was fine. I swear, dang. I need to go to South Dakota. I need to get away from Texas. You know what I'm saying? And then one thing I did, I will admit, when I went to El Paso, and I wasn't. There were some Mexican girls I was trying to talk about. I wasn't. I wanted to go to the American tribe. I did go to visit the Tequa tribe, the Tequa tribe reservation, and a lot of them they're not pure. A lot of them are mixed with Mexican and Tequa. I never forget people say Tequa and Mexicans did not get along. For real, y'all think because they Mexican and American. I can don't forget. Many Mexicans are not mixed with black, so don't like black folks. Well, also there are named Mexican people. I have met Mexican people, Mexican American people, who say they don't like Indians at all. I'm serious. I'm like, dang, y'all part Native American. What the heck? For real, I'm not lying. So I never forget a woman that worked that job for. I was like, dang, I'm gonna go meet some Tequa women. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Native American. I'm gonna meet some Tequa women. And she said, I don't like Tequa women. I'm saying a Mexican woman said she looked more Native American than I. She like a darker, and she lighter than me, but she like a tannish Mexican. She not caramel like myself, like a dark Mexican folks, because there are other Mexicans who are my shade. Um, so she said because out of her ex-husband or her boyfriend, one of the Tequa women took her man. So let me know if it was a Mexican woman or some other Latino woman, Puerto Rico, whatever, you gonna hate other Hispanics or Mexican, because they took your man. That was stupid, but really, I seen it, and I'll never forget when back in 2010, it was a Mexican man from California, and me and this other Mexican dude, this Mexican dude that was at the job that I used to work at, he white and Mexican, he's very light, he can pass for a dark haired white man. And we're both talking. I said, yeah, I'm mixed with Native American. And he was telling me, because in California, okay, he was a truck driver. He was from New Mexico. One of them places. He's from, because I don't like Indians. They get drunk here and this and that. I'm serious. I'm like, dude, you part, man. I don't care. I don't like Indian people. I said, dude, I'm offended. I'm part Native American. I might look black to you, but I'm also mixed Native American. So I'm like, so yeah, there are Mexican Americans who do not. When I was in El Paso, there was many Mexican Americans who talk trash. Now, funny is, folks who are not Hispanic talk bad about Latino folks getting drunk. Now, I know, for example, not every Latino drinks, and not every Latino gets drunk who drinks. I know that because I heard Latinos who don't know how to do that. Okay. I also met another one Latino woman who was Mexican American at Job Corps who do not drink, not eat meat. She's a vegetarian. Okay, and for example, one of my friends who is Mexican American who drinks, And we know even your job corps student, even you're on the legal age to drink, you cannot come back to the center smell like alcohol. They will write you up. This dude was drinking in his dormitory, and he tried. He told me he tried everything: toothbrush, brush teeth, and brush his teeth and everything, mouthwash, everything else. And he told me that the woman who was a vegetarian, who don't drink and don't eat meat, I ain't not know a vegetarian can smell alcohol like that. She smelled alcohol like that. He tried to hide it, and she written him up. And so I was like, how does she know that? Because I'm not a vegetarian. I have to eat some meat. On time, I don't eat meat. It's on Fridays doing Lent, okay? So, and I got it, cause like, for example, I was eating some tacos today. I got it, and I had some chicken. But I put some basic chicken, basic chicken to play with them today or tomorrow. I know I gotta put it in the refrigerator so it can freeze. So, point is, so I did not know that. But my point is, I many times heard Mexican American folks who's from Arizona, New Mexico, who live in El Paso would tell me how them Indians they get drunk like this and that. And I'm like, dang, folks talk about you that way. Don't say that. So let y'all know that there are Mexican American folks who do not like Native American people at all. I'm serious. And you be shocked. They look more Mexican. They look more Native Spaniard, or black or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm serious. Just like there's something they don't like black folks, they don't like Native American folks. And for real, I'm not lying. So so my point is, when I got to El Paso, I said, I'm going to get me some Tico women. For real. I'm going to connect with my Native American roots. And I was shocked to find out that a lot of Ticos, even though Ticos and Mexicans did not get along in El Paso for years, and men and later on mixed together, even though Mexicans are mixed with Native American. And when I went to Tico Reservation, I saw a lot of, I saw cholos. I was like shocked. They got, I know Mexicans are mixed with Native American, but dog, I only had cholos, and no cholos involved me. I never forget when I walked through, because I didn't know how to. I mean, it was a bus that goes to the library there. When I walked over there, I walked like I had to catch the bus. It was a cholo dude. So I'm thinking this dude was on the reservation, was part Mexican, part Antigua. He didn't do nothing to me. He spoke hello, and I spoke hello to him. I was happy to be on that reservation. Trust me, because I never been to the reservation till I went to El Paso. And even though I'm not Antigua, but I'm also mixed with America, I felt home there. I told people who worked at the place who were Native American that I was, mixed with them, and they take it or leave it. I met a man who was, because a lot of them speak Spanish because of course Texas is part of Mexico. And I never forget, I was talking to a dude who was Mexican. We were talking about. He was shocked. I found out, they're also Africans in Mexico. Many Mexicans are mixed with Africans, Native American. We was talking about that, and he was like, I told him I'm mixed with, Native American. You're like, okay. So we clicked at one period. I never forget. It was Chico man. He had a long ponytail, and I think he mixed with Mexican too. But anyway, and he was telling me, yeah, I don't judge nobody. I love all colors. We all God's people and all of us. Cause I was like, yeah, so I mix with Native American. That's one thing I like about it. I said I feel go away from Job Corps, and go to the reservation. I feel home. You know what I'm saying? And I felt a connection there. You know what I'm saying? So, and as many times I was trying to my best, it's just that it was so hot living in El Paso, and by me having eczema, and later on got the medication for my eczema. 2 years later, I think I said for 3 years, um, Lord have mercy, what I do? hmm. I didn't get a chance to go to the powwows. I wanted to go to the powwow. They kept having a lot of powwows there, but what I'm saying, I was like planning to go to the powwow, because I wanted to see how they do their powwows there, and I met a lot of Native people. I never forget it. I heard they are dark Indians, Native American folks, and one dude, I'm sure he had to have some black in him. He was visiting El Paso, real long straight hair. This dude is darker than me. And I can tell he was Native American. And we was talking, and he said, yeah, you should come to the powwow and stuff. And I never forget, it was a white man I couldn't stand, who was one of the conservatives. And every time I meet an American person, he said, yeah, Uh, a lot of folks got Native American, like, he would disappoint me. I'm like, dog, look, like, no offense, and I mix white myself. I was like, in my head thinking, white man, I love this your doggone store. Mind your business. I'm serious. Don't try to play blood quantum, blood one drop rule with me. I don't believe that trash. It's 2005, 6, whatever at the time. So he didn't understand that I was trying to connect with my people because yeah, it's like mixed blood natives, but many of them do not face up and admit they're native on application. Besides just telling folks my great grandfather this and that, they don't put two races or more category, or they don't put two or three or check more than one box besides the category they was classified from birth based on false racial causalization because of one drop rule of blood quantum mass. Give my point. So when I met Native people off the reservation, coming from the reservation, visiting, with other tribes, visiting in El Paso, and many of them said, "Oh, for real?" You know what I'm saying? And like I say, they feel, they have no problem, and they know I'm not no wannabe. Usually, I'm not trying to be biased towards white and Native American folks who, I'm sorry, there are Native American people, white people, part white, part Native American people who lived in the white uh, lifestyle for, should I say, for a long time, who realize they're Native American, and they trying to, and it is true, because I don't mind owning a casino, but it doesn't make no sense. If I don't own a casino now, I'm still claiming a multiracial background. They're meaning them trying to get a check. They don't go to the Native American community. They don't, they sell casinos, but they don't contribute to the Native American community. They're only Indian if they're going to get a check. And with the white Native American community, I know is they feel, okay, you're robbing our community. You're just doing it just get a check. You don't care about the American people. You're not there trying to take care of the Native American community. You're not even trying to Native American issues don't even affect you. Like, for example, it affects me about the kids being poured beer on them by the white racist folks in South Dakota. That really made me mad. This is not their land. This is the American land. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna tell them to go back to the reservation when this is named our Native American ancestral land. So that really gets me upset, and I get tired of black Native American folks stop letting white folks tell you who to identify and stick up to them and say, "Excuse me, you don't tell us to identify. You're not God." You know what I'm saying? God gave you three races in your roots. Admit it to who you are. Stop lying for the white racist folks. So just because you deny your roots and go on with a one drop mess, you just lying for them. You lying for them. You're not lying for yourself. You're lying for them. So that's when I really, what I'm saying, I really realized this stuff because once I was criticized online. Never forget, I was on the Yahoo chat, and now I ain't remember, I ain't show my face or nothing. And I was on the Yahoo chat, and this dude was from Houston. He was part Mexican and part Apache, right? He was a wrestler, so he watching my video. He know he is. I go to the gym, get built. We have to take it out on the street. But don't stop. Oh, forgive me. Went to reconciliation today. I'm stop. Yesterday, should I say? Let me stop. Dude thought I was a white dude claiming to be Native American. I'm serious. Call me all type of wannabes. I bet you blonde hair and blue. I said, dude, I don't look like I look black. Not pure black. I'm camel skin, but Mr. Black. You're not. I know you're not. You're some white dude claiming to be that. I'm serious. So when I saw that in 2000s, I said, I actually did some research. Why some Native American folks feel that us mixed blood Native Americans, and then usually the ones who are mixed of white, who look white, who don't do nothing for the Native American community, just come in and just get a casino and take the money and go. Don't put no money in, don't try to go to powwows, or not try to be part of the culture that's part of theirs. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that, and like I say, but I'm not one of those people. And I one time told a Native American person online, I said a black Native American person they should never do that. After they know their history, that black Native American folks, black and Native Americans like this, they was victims of white supremacy in the United States. Why would they try to take money from the neighborhood? Why would they try to take money from the neighborhood community when they know their ancestors suffer from, that oppression, both the black and the Native American? You know what I'm saying? So I don't see any. There may be some folks who do that, but I would never do that. That's not even my bone. But I told them, If I get a casino, get a check, whatever, it's a blessing from God. But without check, I don't even get a check. I'm still paying my roots, regardless. I don't care anybody give me money with that. I'm not doing it for money, I'm doing it for the truth. The lack of it's for the sake of the truth. Okay, get my point. So that's why I see that. And like I say, I had not to go in detail about Native Americans. And we're talking about this family. This Native American sister is still by this brother here, and I think this brother needs to reconsider. If he had a Native American wife, please mention your Native American roots. You mention your black roots, everybody know, okay? But since you got Native American roots, and go ahead and mention the white part as well, let your kids know your side of the family tree, the truth of it, not by white racist supremacist ideology about who you are. I'm talking about the truth of who you are, the black, the white neighborhood roots, because besides y'all coming together and your wife being mixed and making these kids, you're about my shade. Even if you're dark skinned, you still 9-10 mixed. When you come from the United States and you're dark skinned 9-10, you got some mixed background here, okay? Unless you come from a motherland Africa, I can understand. So point is, it would be nice for you to mention that because listen, this is your land. The white folks out there who are your next door neighbors, it is not their land. They are foreigners. They're the one who's the illegal immigrants here. And I'm not being anti-white, but it's actually the truth. The illegal immigration started in 1492. Okay, and like I say, and no sitting bull, nobody didn't ask them white folks to bring. I mean, the Native American folks and the Caribbeans, in North America, South America, did not ask them white folks who came in their country and stole their land, any visas, green cards, and anything else. Okay, so that's one thing. It's very hypocritical to talk about illegal immigration when our white ancestors were illegal immigrants to the Americas. Let's get that straight. Okay. So I had to like say it like it is, but my prayers go out to the heart. I'm going to be praying for when I'm about to go to sleep right now. My heart goes out to that family. I think that they, saying they need to do more research. They need to get them folks in jail for threatening their children, threatening them, bringing cool saying y'all should have videotaped that on your phone or put hidden cameras or something in your property so they can show proof that these white supremacists did come to your house. If they was on your property, they could have got killed. Okay, they're so stupid to do that. They feel that it's just like they think they God-like person to do anything they're wrong, and that's not even a God-like attitude to go to someone else's property and threaten them. Okay, you need to take the master. You need to take that master home. You need to take legal matters right now, and get that nephew arrested, and also sue the Clearlake Police Department. They did not do their job to sit there and say, hey, he made a terrorist threat to you and your kids. Some of the kids be buried and all that stuff. That's a terrorist threat. You know what I'm saying? I almost got in trouble for this neighbor here harassing me and trying to fight me. And when I told her I was going to get my doctor on big knife and I was not on my medication, okay? I was going to actually, yes, I was going to do. Yes, I was. I was going to do it. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Look, tell the truth, say the devil. Okay, I was because this woman was gonna attack me. She big and it's on the wood, and she tried to fight me, and I was not trying to fight her, and I fell for my life, and I was gonna go to my kitchen and use it. Okay, so this the white man that will call you all type of niggers, your family parasite, all that stuff. You need to really get the law in trouble for this, for not prosecuting this young man for saying those things. Okay, and when the woman said right there, she lied, talking about you made false reports. No, you did not make false reports, because she admitted on the camera that in Texas they lynch folks who steal cows. So of course everything in black, anti-black racism and lynching, okay, in the South. Second of all, she said that Jay told their friends about the situation, so I'm sure her friends are very racist, and they took upon themselves, or they at least planned it, to come to that man's house and start some BS with that person. That's what it was, okay? So, yeah, I will actually get that sue the police department for not doing their job, okay? So she actually spilled the beans on her about the situation. So anyway, that's my little discussion about this. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna call this video, but I'm about to go ahead and go to sleep. I need to go get ready because I gotta go to church and then go to mass today, and then go first get my hair braided because I need a chance to get it done, And since my friend's not having no clients right now, so when I get up in the morning, she just finishes work, I'm gonna go ahead, get my hair braided, and then go ahead and go to church. So, anyway, so go ahead, I go ahead, I was gonna take a shower, tomorrow, yeah, cause I already took one last, but anyway, bye y'all, have a nice day, and have a blessed day, bye y'all, have a nice day.